So I made a video before about whether or not you could use the standard mileage deduction with Turo, and I was wrong in that video, and I apologize. My old CPA gave me incorrect information, and so you can use the standard mileage deduction for like a small rental car fleet, but only if you have 4 cars or less. So it says right here, you must not operate 5 or more cars at the same time as in a fleet operation. And that's one of the criteria you have to meet to use the standard mileage deduction. My old CPA did not tell me this. I guess he didn't know or look it up. The first year I did my taxes with him, I only had 4 cars. He was correct then. But the next year I had 5 cars, and he still used the standard mileage deduction. And I thought that I could keep doing that, and I switched CPAs, not for that reason, but then I found out with the new company that they told me that since I had over 4 cars that I couldn't do that anymore, and that kind of sucked because if you're using the standard mileage rate, you are definitely not going to have to pay taxes. At least with cheaper cars, you will not have to pay any taxes. The last 2020 and 2021 actually declared a loss with my business, which is easy to do with the standard mileage rate because my cars are getting driven like 30,000 miles in a year, and they're getting 55 cents per mile as a deduction rate, which is insane. But the other rate you have to use, they let you use depreciation and the expenses. So all of your actual expenses, like your gas and repairs and all that, you get to deduct those. And then they also let you depreciate, they let you depreciate a bit of the purchase price of the car, like each year. I'm not sure exactly how it works. I think with cars that you pay a lot more money for, the depreciation will probably be better because you're able to depreciate a much higher number every year. But say if you only bought a car for $7,000, then you're not going to be able to depreciate really much of that purchase price. I mean, because they kind of spread it out, I don't know, over a few years. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but even if you deduct the full price of $7,000, if you're running that car, on Turo or whatever for like 3 years, you might have brought in like 30 grand with that car. So you're not really able to deduct that much, and you're gonna have to pay taxes on a bunch of income, which kind of sucks. And I wish I had known this because the second year, actually, my mileage was just so high, I didn't even bother to give my old CPA my expenses. So I actually could have made an even bigger loss. But so I would say this could be even a reason to keep your fleet at 4 cars and not go up to 5 possibly. Also, if you start off with less than 5 cars for like the first year, the first couple years or something, you should definitely declare as big a loss as you can, because the loss will actually, you can carry it over into the next, I don't know, couple years or something like that. So luckily with my 2022 taxes, since I had a loss that carried over, I still barely had to pay any taxes for 2022. And that's because part of the extra loss was like carried over into this year, so I got to deduct that as well. And I'm not sure if I'll still get that the next year. I don't remember how many years you get to like carry over your losses from. It might just be 1, it might be 2 or 3 or something, I'm not sure. But I was wrong in the last video I made, so I just wanted to make an update on this. You can use the standard mileage rate, but only if you have under 5 cars.